right, hi. It is Ashley with Keller Williams, and every week I am reviewing a book about real estate that will hopefully add to your knowledge about real estate and help you understand some aspect of real estate, okay? Right now, I am reading the Condo Book. This is a fantastic book. As soon as I read the first page, I just was like, oh man, I like the way that this guy writes, and I really understand it, and I just really liked it. So today, I am going to be hopefully helping those of you who are at the beginning, maybe towards the middle of your condo buying process, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to know about owning and purchasing a condo? I mean, maybe you've heard, whoa, condos are bad to buy because they have special assessments, and oh my gosh, you don't want to get a bill for 20 grand. Or maybe you've heard condos are much cheaper. You know, of course, buy that, it's better than a house. Well, you know, that is sort of left to be found out. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another video looking at those ideas. Condos versus single family house, condos versus renting an apartment. And we're just gonna kind of settle it and kind of think about the ideas around that and sort of figure it out, what makes the most sense. And of course, it's gonna be different for everybody. So, one of the most important things to understanding your condo purchase is understanding the condo's financials. Of course, this is so important because a condo is just like a regular house. It has a roof, it has an exterior that needs to be painted, it has plumbing, it has, you know, all the same components. And a lot of those community components are bundled together and everybody has to pitch in to pay for them, all right? And so you'll usually see this reflected in your HOA dues. And you know, so maybe when you're shopping, you're like, oh wow, these HOA dues are really inexpensive. They're like $200 a month. This is awesome. Well, you know what? It might not be awesome. You have to investigate and find out. So, if you make an offer on a condo, what you will probably receive is an invitation to a Dropbox folder full of information, and it gives you access to this thing called the resale certificate. So it gives you information about the rules and regulations of the condo, and it's also going to tell you most of the information, hopefully everything you want to know about the finances. You might have to do a little undercover searching, okay? So in this book, I'm going to cover this chapter called Reserve Studies and Funding. So in this chapter, he talks about the two different types of budgets that most condo associations prepare. One of them is called the operating budget, and this operating budget is used for expenditures that occur monthly or yearly. So these are things like the people that mow your lawn or trim your trees, you know, those types of expenses. Then you have this other budget called the reserve budget. Now, the reserve budget is intended to cover expenses that happen every 2 to 30 years. All right, so this would include things like replacing the roof, painting the exterior of the building, replacing the asphalt on the parking lot, or doing other major repairs like replacing windows, doors, swimming pool liners, tennis courts, any of those sort of like community pieces that go along with your property. So what is the key thing here to look at? What you want to look at is have they done a reserve study? All right, and what is the result of their reserve study? So the reserve study is going to tell you how much money the condo has saved and how much it is projected to save into the future. So say, for example, you're going to need to replace the roof. They're going to look and say, okay, we need to replace the roof in 15 years. This is how much money we're collecting each month. This is how much we have at the end of each year, and it will show you year by year by year. And you'll be able to see if in 15 years they have enough to replace the roof. Now, if they don't have enough to replace the roof, that could indicate a problem, right? I mean, that right there is what they call a shortfall. So that means that there is a difference between the amount of money that the condo will have saved for that expense and the actual cost. You know, the person that completes your reserve study, like this guy here, this dude who is a professional reserve analyst, that's the person that completes your reserve study, is going to be trying to figure out if they can predict how much that roof is going to cost in 15 years. And that's going to include things like inflation and any interest that might have been accumulated from having that money in a savings account, okay? So, what happens if you have a shortfall? Well, if there's a shortfall, they still have to replace the roof, right? That means that what they will do is they will do this thing called a special assessment. And what does a special assessment do? Well, special assessments are like a bill that is charged to everybody in your association for whatever the difference is. It could be $10,000, $5,000, $500, you know. It really depends. You know, there's no way to really know. All right. I think that the real key here is to recognize, okay, there is going to be a budget shortfall and I'm going to have to help with that funding. So, I mean, that is really the information you want to know, especially if you love the condo. If you really love it and you want it, I mean, the best thing that you can do is just be prepared. Know that you're going to maybe have to write a check. That's not a problem. You have 15 years, put it aside, do a little math and calculate it out, okay? Another way to sort of handle that is to say, okay, maybe what I need to do is not purchase this condo. Maybe based on that shortfall, you know, it's not going to work for me. Okay? I mean, that's also fine. You know, nobody wants to be on the hook for 10 grand just unexpectedly. All right? So, I definitely pick this book up if you are thinking about buying a condo. It is a must read, especially if you have no experience with condos. Other than that, it's Ashley with Keller Williams. If you are thinking about buying, go to my website, ashleybolden.com. Get in touch with me. If you are thinking about selling, get in touch with me. If you're thinking about selling or buying and you're not in the state, get in touch with me. I will help you out. All right? So that's it, YouTube. I will see you again soon.